Everybody, in this video I will be talking about inheritance property of Java programming language. Inheritance is a feature which will enable one object to inherit properties of another object. That means we can create one object and properties of that object can be acquired by another object. Okay, in order to do inheritance we will be using the extend keyword. Now let's write a simple program. Let's suppose we are having class base protected int x, then public int y. We are having two variables with the base class. One is x, that is protected, y is public. Now let's write a method to set the values of these variables. Set int x, int y, then this dot x be, now let's assign x to this. Okay, now let's assign these variables parameters to the member variables the class. Now let's define a method to display the values of these variables. Public void show system that out dot println x plus x, then plus, then double quote slash n y, then plus y. Okay, now we are having a base class having two member variables x and y and two member functions set and show. Both are public and only x, that is the member variable, is declared as protected. Now let's declare a class derived derived extends base. Okay, now let's declare one variable here, int z. Okay, now let's declare the method set public void set int x1 int y1 int z1. Okay, now let's assign the values. Okay, x1 be assigned to x, y1 be assigned to y, and z be assigned z1. Okay, fine. Now let's write one other method, show method. Okay, what I can do is system out dot print ln, okay, x plus x, then slash y plus y, then plus, where is my plus? Okay, this z be z. Okay, fine. Here I'm trying to display the values x, y, and z. X and y are the member of the base class and they are used by the derived class. Okay, simple, public and protected members, and z is the member of this derived class. Now let's write a driver program. Class inherit underscore demo underscore I. This is the file name because I'm writing the main method within this class. Public void public static void main, then string arg. Now let's make object of base class b new base and b dot set 33 44, then let's call b dot show by insert being pressed. Okay, fine. Now let's object of derived class d is equal to derived. Okay, now let's d dot set, okay, 33 44 55, d dot show. Fine. Now let's see what is happening here. In the base class we are having two member variables x and y and two member functions set and show. Similarly, in the derived class we are having one member variable z and set and show. Now here is also set. In the derived, in the base there is also set. This is actually function overloading because function name, both of the classes are having the same function name, but the method signature or function signature is different. But in case of the show, derived class has also show, base class also have show, and both of methods have same signature. So that means the method within the derived class is overriding the method of the base class. Okay, this is method overriding. Okay, this is method overriding, because method overriding means redefining method of base class by derived class. Method signatures must be same. Okay, this is function overriding, that is different from function overloading. Okay, now let's execute this. Java C inherit. Okay, Java, okay, that is now inherit. Okay, now we can see the xy, that is for the base class, this xyz for derived class. Okay, simple. Here we are able to access the member variables, the base class. If there is a private member within the base, then it is not accessible outside the class. Remember that public and protected member functions are accessible to the derived class. Okay, so here now what I can do, what are the changes I can do here is, this derived class has access to this show function of the base class also, because show is public. So instead of calling or displaying the whole thing here, I can remove this x and y's value, and simply what I can do is I can call the show method of the base class, and here both are the same signature method, so I can use the super keyword to access the show method of the base class. Actually super is a keyword is used to access members of base. It is also called superclass or base or superclass. Okay, simple, by derived class actually. Okay, so similarly what I can do here is, instead of assigning these parameters x, y and y, here I can directly call the set method of the superclass, okay, or base class. So set x, y, y. Okay, perfect. Now let's re-execute this. We should get the same output. Now we can see we are having the same output. That z came in the next line because there is /n. You can see here /n is before z. So in this way we can inherit the properties, we can call the methods, we can use the variables of the base class by the derived class. Okay, here within the derived class we are calling the set method, and this set and this set, the set method within the derived class is different from the set method of the base class, because this method signature is different from this method signature. Okay, so this is not function overriding, only the show method. Actually show has the same signature, this show has same signature as this show. This is function overriding, means the function of the base class is redefined by the derived class. Now let's see one more thing here. What we can do is, instead of calling this methods by derived object, what we can do is we can assign the reference of derived object to base object. Okay, base class can take the reference of derived object. Okay, so now we can call, so we can first call set method. It will be taking two parameters because the base class set has two parameters, 222, 333. Then we can call b dot show. Okay, perfect. Now the value of z will be 0 here, because we are base class will not be able to access the derived class member. Here set that the base class will be calling its own set. Okay, in the derived class we know we have to pass 3 arguments. If you pass one more argument, it will be error, because base class object has no access to the members of the derived class. Okay, now let's re-execute this. Perfect. Now we can see the value of z is 0, because here the value of z is not assigned. Okay, to assign the value of z we have to call this set method of derived class. Okay, so integers are initialized by 0 by default actually in Java. So we are getting the value 0 for z. So in this way we can do the inheritance. We can create any number of objects of the derive and assign the reference to b, and we can use this b to call those member variables. Okay,